Hi, I'm the Clutter Expert. In this video, I'm going to talk about ways to slow down the stream of clutter that enters our lives. Even if you were to completely declutter your home, clutter would still flow in unless you take action to stop it. Avoiding clutter can be as simple as learning some good habits. Here are 10 habits to adopt immediately to prevent clutter from building up in your home. 10 habits to avoid clutter. Habit number 1. Buy less stuff. Less stuff equals less packaging, equals less storage needed, equals less clutter. Whenever you buy a new object, you're faced with mountains of packaging to dispose of. And if you don't get rid of it quickly, it soon becomes a problem. You also have to find a home for your new item, and if your existing storage is full, then you might need to buy a new bookcase, shelf, or cupboard. Habit number 2. Deal with post immediately. Stop piles of post building up. Once the pile becomes mountainous, it can be very hard to deal with. So don't let it get that bad. Go through it as soon as it arrives. Shred or bin the junk mail, which is usually most of it. Then file the rest, or put it into action folders. Habit number 3. Deal with emails immediately. This stops spam building up. It's easy to miss an important email when it's surrounded by dozens of junk messages. If it builds up over days and weeks, then you could really have a problem. Check your emails at least 3 times a day and junk the spam immediately to prevent build-up, or it will soon become unmanageable. Habit number 4. Don't go shopping unless you need something. Never window shop, as you'll inevitably end up buying something you don't need. Shopping for pleasure invariably leads to purchases. Those lovely clothes or shoes that look so tempting laid out in the store that before you know it, you have bought something, regardless of whether you needed it. If you didn't need the item, then it's clearly clutter. And think of all the money you've just wasted. Only shop when you actually need something. Take a list and stick to it. Habit number 5. Apply a one-in, one-out rule. If you bring a new object into the house, then you must get rid of an old thing. Bear in mind that storage is finite. This one habit will keep your clutter from growing. Let's face it, if you think you've got a clutter problem now, where will you be in 5 years' time? Habit number 6. Live in a small house. People often buy bigger houses because they need more room, often for their stuff, and then fill it up over time. Having more space often means we acquire more stuff to fill it. You can see the pointlessness of this. Why not simply stay in your smaller home and declutter? Habit number 7. Know what you have. Do you actually know what you've got? If you don't know you've got it, then you can't be using it. Most people don't know what they have. But they should. There's no point in having a load of stuff if you don't even know you have it. So go through your cupboards, attics, garages and basements and ask yourself, why do I have this? Habit number 8. Have a storage place for everything. This is so that you can put things away when you aren't using them. If you don't have a place for it, then find one or get rid of it. As I said before, storage is finite. If you have more possessions than you have storage, then you have a clutter problem. Next time you buy or accept an object, ask yourself if you have room to store it, and if you haven't, then don't accept it, or else dispose of something else to make room for it. Habit number 9, ask for money. Avoid dud gifts arriving in your home by asking for money for your birthday or for Christmas. A lot of clutter is caused by unsuitable gifts that you feel too guilty to give away. If people insist on giving you presents that you don't like or need, then accept them politely, but quietly dispose of them later. Otherwise, your sentiment will mean that you have a house full of clutter that keeps growing. Habit number 10, keep it small. If you need to buy a gadget or item of furniture, then look for a smaller version of it. Giant microwaves, sofas, etc. occupy a lot of space, and often a smaller one will do the job just as well. New technology is great for this. So remember, to learn my 10 habits to avoid clutter. 1. Buy less stuff. 2. Deal with post immediately. 3. Deal with emails immediately. 4. Don't go shopping unless you need something. 5. Apply the one in, one out rule. 6. Live in a small house. 7. Know what you've got. 8. Have a storage place for everything. 9. Ask for money. And 10. Keep it small. Learning habits that will give the will to win. Adopting my 10 habits requires determination, but without willpower, we cannot make our lives as successful as we deserve. Realize that clutter is holding you back. Realize that it's a problem for you, and realize that you need to do something about it. Taking control of your clutter will make your life easier and more pleasant. As practicing your willpower makes it stronger, your clutter is the best place to start. Because life is what happens to you when you declutter. Please let me know if you enjoyed this video by leaving a comment or question. If you'd like to support this channel, please subscribe and remember to ring the notification bell.